Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is Matt Tour with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I'm a marketing specialist on the annuity side of the business here at IMES. Been here for over 30 years, so a long time with the company. Seen a great atmosphere here in the last 2, 3 years on MYGA annuity business. Rates are at all-time highs. We haven't seen rates like these since the mid 90s, and great time to sell the MYGA business. I know we see great rates anywhere between 2 and 10 years in durations. Majority of our business is being sold in that 3, 5 year period time. So great rates on both sides. I'll be discussing today some of our strongest carriers and strongest products, strongest rates we have in that space. I know we've seen a large amount of business coming in the last couple of years on MYGAs. Last year was an incredible year on that space. Into 2023, same way. So really a good time to be in the annuity market. I know we see also all-time highs on cap rates, participation rates. Everything is looking really strong here. In 2025, we do continue to offer our new producer perks. You can earn additional incentives based on your production the first 180 days of being contracted with IMES. We have different levels you can qualify for. You can get iPads, cash, marketing reimbursement, seminar programs, radio shows. We have a lot of different materials you can choose from. A lot of good stuff being utilized out there. We've seen a nice increase in individuals doing seminars in the last 6 months. They've been having some good success with those, been making sales and making money. So that's the bottom line. Why you want to do these seminars is to affect your bottom line, help the clients out, and do a good service to all involved there. So definitely a good program we've got going there with that new producer builder. You can also refer agents to IMES. We give you bonuses based on referrals. You earn additional overrides based on their business. I know we send these checks out usually about a quarterly basis. I always have agents calling me asking when those checks are going out. They want to see what kind of production their sub-agents have done. A great way for you to help with your expenses and help build up a little cash on the side. Great program we've got there with that referral program. We also do marketing reimbursement. We reimburse half of your cost based on your balance in your marketing reimbursement account. We do deposit $100 for every $100,000 of indexed annuity premium you do through IMES. It's going to be in a side account, and you can utilize that for advertising costs. It's a great way for insurance agency marketing to help with some of your expenses. I know expenses continue to go up, and costs of doing seminars, costs of doing mailings, social media advertising, everything has gone up the last few years. So definitely helps having someone else foot some of those bills for you. And I know that IMES is more than happy to help you out those costs based on the production you've run through our group. So good way for you to utilize some of our services and help us pay for some of your lead programs. We have a great back office support here team at IMES. We have a great new business team. We have a great contracting team, some great individuals in the marketing side, both on annuities and life. I know we have a lot of good experience here on both ends. If you have a situation that you're looking at, you want to get some further input based on what we can give you, definitely give our marketing department a call. We'd be glad to help you and help you get things going with those clients. And that we have a great creative team, help you could do some advertising, get things going on that end. We do continue to utilize Firelight. It's an e-application system we mainly use on annuities. Majority of our carriers are currently utilizing Firelight. It's done through our website, through the Luma connection. And we have seen a huge increase in the volume of e-applications being submitted versus paper apps. It's just a much smoother process. You don't have as many hoops to jump through, not as many corrections, spellings, missing forms. Everything is included with your packet when you do it on that Firelight system. So Definitely a good program to get used to. And once you've used it once or twice, you will never go back to writing applications. It's that simple. So definitely utilize that Firelight if you have not done that yet. I know we have some carriers that are going to e-applications only, and that number is only going to increase on companies that require all e-apps. I expect within the next 3, 4, 5 years, paper apps will no longer be available. So if you've not utilized the e-app systems, definitely get on board and use those. Creative wise, we got a great group of individuals on that team that can help you out with advertising. Maybe you want to redo your company color schemata. Maybe you want to redo your website. Maybe you want to do a social media campaign. They can help you out with all that stuff. And they've got lots of different individuals they worked with in the past. They can help you by showing you some of their sites, kind of pick and choose what you want to utilize based on what you've seen and move forward. I know they can also do postcards, business cards, brochures, whatever you were looking at revamping. You're going to revamp your letterhead for your corporation. A lot of good stuff. They can really get you going the right direction. A lot of people, developed websites 15, 20 years ago. They haven't updated them much since then. Now's a great time to get your stuff updated here in 2025 and be really good moving forward here into the next 10, 15 years. We have our own website we have through IMS. It's got a lot of great stuff on there. You can look up interest rates on annuities. You can do term quotes. You can do long-term care quoting. You can do income comparisons on annuities, see who has the best income. Maybe you have a 62-year-old that wants to defer till 67. They're going to deposit 120,000. They want to see what kind of payments going to make here in 5 years. We can compare the top 5 payouts, do a 3-company comparison on those, and forward those over to you, and you can kind of see who's the king of the hill based on those situations. So definitely keep that in mind. We also do have the latest interest rates we have available on our website on annuities. A lot of the good links you can utilize based on maybe look at a AM Best rating on a carrier, maybe look up some tax information this time of year. All those links are available for you in our website. We also have a really good sales library you could take advantage of, get some good ideas for advertising. Maybe get a flyer you can send out some of your clients. Really some really good stuff in that program there. We also have available to our writing agents our retirement analyzer software program. Really good software you can utilize with clients to take a look at their current portfolio, look at what they want to do moving forward to enhance their future. Maybe they want to get more income, or maybe they need to get more accumulation to have more money available down the road. We have a lot of different variables you can plug into the software system. You can take a look at maybe they want to buy a car when they retire. Maybe they want to go on some nice vacations and retire. You can put all those into the program. It's going to give you a roundabout number of what they're going to need to satisfy those needs and move forward. You can also put in other situations like nursing home stay, hospital stays, premature death in the family. A lot of stuff you can throw into that software and just can give you really good printout, really good program you can utilize to present to clients. Some really good stuff there. We have started up our wealth management side of IMS here probably about 5 years ago. I'm going to launch a quick poll. If you have interest in getting some more information on the wealth management side of IMS, more than happy to have Duncan Smith give you a call. He'll go over everything that we have available, to you to help you guide you in that process. Maybe you need to take your Series 65, or maybe you need to move your Series 65 because your current provider is not providing enough for you to get more involved in that space. We have some great investment platforms. We have a lot of good, service we can provide in that space. Lots of great information you can get from our wealth management team. I know that we've seen the growth in the AUM on that side jump up tremendously in the last few years, and the stock market's been on a nice run. Really, since 2008, we haven't seen a lot of downturn since then, and we do expect another decent year this year. We'll have to see how things play out here moving forward, but kind of the new regime, we do expect the market to do okay in the next few years. Again, if you have interest in getting some details from us on our wealth management side of the business, I'd be glad to get that over to you. We have Duncan Smith, we have Mike Hansen, we got Mr. Reeg, a lot of good people in that department that can help you get to that next level. Maybe right now you have $10 million in AUM and you want to get it up to 20 or 30. They can definitely help you out with those, those amounts that you need to gain in order to hit those levels you want to hit on income, and really makes for a nice, regular income coming in once you get to those higher numbers on your AUM. So definitely keep that in mind. Again, if you do have interest, mark off yes. At least open for another 10 seconds or so. Be glad to get you going on that end and get you started. Let's get going here. So we also put on our academies. We have about 3 or 4 of these a year. I know we have one coming up in early April. It's going to be the 2nd through the 4th. We're going to hold that at Athene's home office in Des Moines, Iowa. Probably end up bringing in about 30, 35 individuals. And again, I'm going to launch a quick poll. If you do have interest in attending one of our future academies, I know we typically bring in between 30 and 35 attendees. We have a lot of good stuff we'll cover at these meetings. A lot of great sales ideas. We'll do some roundtable discussions with some of our higher end agents. You'll pick up some good sales ideas from them. You'll pick up some good closing techniques. A lot of great stuff you'll pick up at these meetings. So if you do have interest coming out to one of our programs, I know that we have a small fee for that, for those that have not done a lot of business through IMES, but for those that are regular producers with IMES, we do have scholarships available based on your production. So we'll help take care of a lot of your cost to attend these meetings. I know we have a lot of good results on these, a lot of good feedback from our agents that do attend. We see a lot of these services that we bring up during the meetings being signed up for, be it lead programs or be it a software program or two you want to be able to utilize in your group of clients. Some really good stuff that you can take out of these meetings. I know that we see usually a nice increase in production from the attendees, and it's a great way for you to refresh, pick up some ideas you could take back to your areas, and really focus in on your business, the first few weeks of being back. And we'd also have, some of the home office personnel will be there to go over some ideas on their end. You'll pick up some good sales stuff, at least some good information you'll pick up at these meetings. So if that's something you have some interest in, mark off yes. Be glad to get you signed up. I will be calling everyone that did attend today's meeting or did not attend. I call everyone that signed up for it. We'll be going over any questions you may have on today's meeting, or if you want to get signed up for something you saw, we'd be glad to get you some information on that. We can use just some follow-up based on your interests. We'll be able to maximize your time being on today's meeting. So I'm gonna go ahead and close up this poll here, get that closed up, and we'll keep things moving along. We do have a CD replacement kit. It's a good piece to use if you have rates where they are right now, up in the mid 5s on a 5-year rate guarantee, more in the lower 5s on a 3-year. A lot of CDs out there right now making 4% or maybe 4.25%, but typically that's going to be a shorter term period, maybe a 9-month or 11-month or a 12-month contract, whereas these contracts that we have in the annuity end are going to be 3 years, 5 years, and with what they're talking about, being in a reducing interest rate environment in the very near future, kind of now is really a good time to get in to lock in some of these higher interest rates. Really good programs we have moving forward on these these programs we have available. So we'll be discussing a number of carriers today. We won't take a lot of time on each one, but we'll talk about some of their strengths, kind of what rates we're looking at with some of these companies. I did upgrade this today, so these are all current interest rates. We'll be talking about different levels of premium needed to qualify for some of these rates. But our average case size right now is about 125,000. That's more than doubled since when I first started 20, 30 years ago. And we see just a lot more money floating around there in the market right now. A lot of larger 401ks, a lot of pensions where people are maybe taking cash buyouts on those. A lot of good stuff going on right now. So we'll start with American Life. Actually, this is Americo, one of our companies. They have a Platinum Assure contract, 5.4 on the interest, 10% free withdrawals starting in the second year. It's got a full death benefit. You got nursing home and hospital confinement waivers. Really some good stuff there with Americo. I know they've kind of come and gone over the last few years on being very competitive and being not as competitive. But right now, based on that interest rate, they are near the top on a 5-year rate guarantee. Nassau Re, another company we have, they've got a good group of rate guarantee contracts. They've got a option with going with a no free withdrawal rate versus a free withdrawal rate. You can see there's about 20 points difference in interest rates. So if you have a situation your client's not going to need any money coming out of this, you can offer them the non-withdrawal programs, which right now in the 5 years paying $550, 7-year paying $555. But if your client doesn't want to have the 10% free starting the second year, your rate's going to be a little bit lower. You're at $530 of that then on a 5-year, and then your 7 years can be at $535. Minimum deposit $10,000. It's a 30-day window at the end of the period. You have 30 days to move your money, or it's going to roll into another duration based on what you initially bought. So you bought a 5-year, it's going to roll in for another 5 years. It is issued to age 85. Really a good program there with Nassau Re. Farmers Life, one of the newer companies we brought on recently. They have rate guarantees between 3 and 10 years. You can look at the rates, very competitive. They're probably at the top right now on their 5-year and 7-year contracts at $560, $10,000 minimum deposit, available to age 90. So they do go to a very high issue age. Full death benefit to the beneficiary. It is interest only free withdrawal. So if your client needs more than interest, you probably want to go with something else. But if interest will meet their needs, this is the best interest rate we have right now at 5.6 with Farmers Life. Really a great combination on that program. Another company we've done a lot of business with recently is Equitrust. I know they're going to be introducing some new products next Wednesday. They're going to increase some benefits on some of their existing plans, increase the interest or the issue age of one of their products there. So they're going to have some really good programs coming out next Wednesday, including a brand new income product that's going to be in the top 4 or 5 on most scenarios. So they're going to be very competitive in that space. Take a look at what our interest rates are right now with Equitrust. They have a 5-year at 5.25, 3-year at 5, 10-year at 5.5. That 10-year rate is probably one of the highest rates in the annuity space right now. They've got very competitive commissions on their 5-year through 10-year contracts. They pay 3% commission to age 80. On their 3-year contract, they do pay 2% commission to age 80. Great combination right now. They also have a plan called the Choice 4. It has a 5.5% first-year rate, a 4% base rate. They pay 5.5% commission on a 6-year contract. I know I've purchased a couple of these in the past. I've had really good results on these Choice 4 contracts. They also pay about twice as much as most companies pay on MYGs. So really good commission, strong product, available to age 85, 10% free withdrawals available starting after the first year. Full death benefit, great programs available through EquiTrust. Fidelity and Guarantee, another company we have had for a while. They issued to age 90, full commission to age 79. It cuts in half at age 80. Up to 90, it's 50% commission based on what you get below age 80. Interest rates still competitive, 5% on a 3-year, 5.35 on a 5 or 7-year. Interest only available, free withdrawal starting after 30 days. Good combination with them. Clear Springs, another company we've brought on recently. They used to be Guggenheim. Their sweet spot is their 5 and 6 year at 5.30. That's for a $100,000 deposit. Available to age 90. You got 10% free withdrawals. You can take a look at the reducing commission schedule. Starts at 2.5, drops to 1.25 at age 86. A little bit less commission from 81 to 85 at 1.88, but still a strong combo. Aspida, another good company we have, we recently introduced. Their kind of sweet spot is that 7-year contract paying 5.5. They got interest withdrawals. It's available to age 90. If you want withdrawals, they do charge you. So if you want to do a 10% free withdrawal capable, that's going to reduce that 550 rate to 530. If you want a full death benefit, that's going to reduce your rate to 520. If you had the 10% in the death benefit on there, your rate would be 5.2. So still good. Issued age 80, full comp to, or issued age 90, full comp to age 80. Ibexus, they've got a nice combination product. It's got fixed interest rate guarantees. It also has a really nice cap rate on their index side. You take a look at that, 5-year contract with a 5.35 fixed rate, 6.7 on the cap if you want to put somebody in the S&P. Issued to age 85. The 7-year contract's issued to age 80. You have 10% available starting the 2nd year. Full death benefit, and the rates you're seeing there are the $100,000 rate. So very competitive on that side. American Life, they have a plan called the Fusion. It's called what we call a MYG. It has a 5% rate guarantee floor, so it's the least amount you make is 5% per year compounded. If the stock market is up 25% over the 5 years you're in the contract total, then you're going to make additional 9% bonus on top of the 5 you've been earning. So you're going to make an average return of 6.83 for 5 years, which is a really nice gain on a compounded rate, very strong. Their 5-year has a comp, I believe, at 3. And we do have some fixed rate guarantees with American Life called the American Classic. I believe the rates are slightly lower. That I didn't get those changed this morning, but I believe they're going to be in the low 5s, like 5.25 range on the 3-year, about 5.4 on the 5-year. I'll get those updated here when I call you all to give those rates are going to be. Issued age 90, full death benefit. The good thing about them is they're good to go into $1,000 deposit. So you go down to a much lower deposit rate. August Star, another company we've brought on recently. Some different issue ages. Their 3-year contract goes to age 92. Their 5-year goes to age 90. And their 7-year goes to age 88. At the same rate across the board at 485. The good thing about August Star, they do allow 12% free withdrawal. So the highest free withdrawal we have anywhere at 12%. That starts in the 1st year. Does have a full death benefit. They do issue anywhere between $10,000 up to $2 million. So a really bigger number there on the high end. August Star used to be Ohio National. They were purchased by a $650 billion group out of Canada. Their rates are looking really good. They've got really good financials, really good programs available through August Star. We do have some presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you have ties into the social media platforms. I'm sure you'll see us on there, but we do have some special advertising we do on both sites. Good way for you to take advantage of kind of the offerings we have based on our social media programs. Any questions you have on that end or anything you did see today, I'll be giving everyone a call in the next 24 to 48 hours. I'll probably call you by the end of tomorrow, actually. But if you have interest in these programs we've talked about today, I'd be glad to get some information out. I'm going to launch another quick poll. But if you do have interest in getting some information on any of the companies we discussed this morning, maybe look at Equitrust, maybe look at Augustar or Ibexus, any companies we talked about, I'm glad to get you out a brochure, rates, contracts, whatever you need to get started. I'd be glad to keep that going for you. Again, if you do have interest in getting information on anything we discussed here this morning, I'd be glad to get that ordered up and get it over to you. Again, this is Matt Tour. I do appreciate being on with me this morning. I try to keep these under 30 minutes if I can on duration. So we are quickly approaching that number. But if you do have anything you may need on your end, I'd be glad to help you, answer any questions, whatever it might be. We are here for you. Hopefully we can help you out get it to that next stage of your production. Looking for a can be a competitive year in 2025. There's a lot of inflation worries right now based on tariffs and everything else going with the new administration, but we do expect things to keep moving forward. If you do everything you need on your end, have any questions, definitely give us a call. Be glad to get you going here. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Appreciate your time with us here this morning. We're off to a better start now. We kind of started a little slow here out of the gate in 2025, but definitely seeing sales increasing here, moving into the end of February. Much better weather here in Omaha this week compared to last. Last week was horrible, but things are definitely looking better moving forward. If you do have any questions, definitely give me a call. Matt Tour, any of the sales associates would be glad to help you on both the life and annuity end. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Appreciate your time here on a Thursday morning, and have a great end of February. Looking forward to March. And let's keep things rolling. Thank you.